I do have a voice, and my words are valuable. I matter, and I can heal. So now I have to ask myself some tough questions. Do I really want to let go of my past and all of my behaviors? What would I be letting go of? Random thoughts of anger, feelings of isolation and loneliness? Fear of something bad happening? The yo-yo effect of my life? Fear of being hurt and not understood? Thinking life is pain and suffering? All of these fears stem from one core false belief. For most of my life, I have felt unworthy of love, and everything I did was to earn feelings of worthiness. This is the core problem that creates the yo-yo effect of my life. Because I feel innately unworthy, every good thing I experienced or do is only temporary and fleeting and will quickly fade because I don't feel worthy. I have succeeded in many areas of my life, and I've done so out of fear. It was fear of people seeing me as I really am, a fake, and consequently unworthy to receive love and praise. I felt shame. Because of this fear, I have lived two lives. The one I meticulously created to show the world that I am worthy, and the silent internal hell where I feel like a fool. Through repeated painful lessons at a very early age, I learned that no one values my thoughts, words, or feelings, and my pain is not real. These lessons were coupled with the repeated fact that if I was successful, then I did receive love and attention. To survive a chaotic world, I learned quickly to stuff my feelings and refrain from talking about what was going on in my internal world, and to be successful in everything I do. But you can see how this strategy might cause some problems in the future. And that's exactly what happened. I did not learn any skills for communicating my struggles, and because I am so good at masking my internal world, no one thought to ask if I was okay because I always looked and acted fine. To me, I thought it was obvious I was struggling. I felt like I was barely keeping it together. I interpreted people's lack of asking for their lack of caring. This further isolated me and drove me further into a dark world. In a way, I was mute, unable to communicate that I was trapped in a dark world, and I was unable to protect myself from my darkest thoughts. As times went on, the thoughts grew darker and darker. I grew more and more desperate to escape this terrifying world. Unable to communicate or understand this dilemma I was in, I grew angrier and angrier, and out of frustration, I turned on myself, thinking I was the problem. I punished myself, I hurt myself because I just did not care. Physical pain hurt less to me than the inner turmoil that was permeating my soul. My soul hurt and it had to end. With no way to let anyone in to help, no skills to communicate how desperate I was, and knowing no one was coming to help, I went to the furthest extreme to end this internal pain. Luckily, my story does not end here. My soul would not let me quit. I found the courage to keep looking for help, and in the process, I found my voice. I know my path lies in finding my worthiness, not for the things I do, not for the things I accomplish, nor the endless acts of kindness that builds my credibility, but simply because I am worthy. I am worthy as any person, not because of who I am, but simply because I am. I know my path to freedom, and the hardest part about change is knowing what to do next. I will cultivate worthiness by practicing self compassion, challenging negative beliefs, and facing any fear in front of me. This new challenge will not come without its own set of obstacles. I will have to put aside my past and my old ways of existing. I can no longer rely on my safety of predicting, analyzing, theorizing about the world based on an old set of patterns I developed to survive a hostile world. The world is what I create, and I want to create something beautiful. This means no more safety of knowing how things will be or how I will feel. Am I really ready to give up the safety of the known and familiar? Am I really, really ready? Oh boy, things could get really crazy. I am definitely doing the things that scare me the most. What the hell am I getting myself into? This is really scary. I'm gonna do it anyways. No turning back now. Look, this looks new and kind of scary. I'm used to dark and gloomy. Let me sit for a moment and think about who I no longer want to be. Ooh. I need to be aware of me getting angry when I cannot control a situation or my emotions. I need to be aware of when my thoughts are being driven by my emotions of the past. I need to pay attention to when I see injustices that trigger old thought patterns that do not relate. I need to be aware of my yo-yo effect. Something good is not always followed by something bad. Good and bad, they're just judgments. Good and bad is just a viewpoint. Change my viewpoint, and I change my reality. I need to stop feeling sorry for myself. I am not broken. I am not my past, and I am not my emotions. Life is tough, but so am I. I am worthy to receive love and help. I am a creator. I create my life. I'm going to create. I am worthy to receive love and help. I have decided to create a life I love. I am worthy to receive love and help. I have been living in survival for so long. How do I even know what to create? And I get scared. And I start asking, what if? What if? What if? So then I turn around and face my fears. They are no longer ruling my thoughts and my emotions. Then I stop and I ask myself, do I like this? What about it do I like? It may not be easy, but it's a step. My heart knows. I just need to spend time building our communication skills. I just need to let my heart lead the way, and I will follow. I am worthy to receive love and help. My heart and I are one, and together we create a life that we both will love. Your mind is always busy, trying to solve problems and predicting, but it does not know how to just be. It knows how to do. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not me. I want to be. I want to experience and embody love in everything I do. How do I know when you, my heart, is talking and when it's the incessant chatter of my brain? I get so confused sometimes. Your brain will reason or tell you a story to try to convince you. Your heart, and concise and to the point. No need to justify. It is the truth. When you are confused or not sure where to turn or what to do, close your eyes, slow down your breath, and just breathe in and out with purpose. Then, when your mind is quiet and your inner world is more real than the outer world, focus all of your attention on me, your heart, and ask your question, and then go back to breathing while you wait. I will answer your question in a straightforward, simple answer. You may or may not like the answer, but it will be the truth. You will know that for certain. You need to be crystal clear on your definition of happiness and what you need to maintain this happiness. It's all your choice now. You can no longer blame your past. This is what you agreed to. My definition of happiness: I feel whole, and I am unapologetic in my pursuit to feel whole. I stay present in my thoughts and open in my heart and mind to all perspectives of the state. I am unyielding when people or situations disrupt this state. Do you want to take a moment and remind me what you learned from your retreat in Cancun? If you can explain it to me, then you will integrate the lesson. I applied to be a Healy because it was something that terrified me, and I knew that I needed to learn how to receive love. To lay down in front of 6 to 8 strangers and close my eyes and feel safe enough to let them love me seemed like an impossible task. I am not even able to relax with my eyes open, let alone close them and then just relax. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. That's what I thought. When I was notified that I was a Healy, I had many conflicting emotions. I was happy to get the opportunity to receive love and heal, but I also felt unworthy and saw so many other people more worthy than me. I also knew if I went through with this, I would have to put my story to rest. And that literally terrified me. I was forced to make a choice. I could continue feeling like I was unworthy and tell myself my story that I've been telling myself the entire life. I am not worthy, I do not matter, I'm not important, no one cares about me, I'm too broken. The stories go on and on. Or I could accept something new and accept what was given to me and to do everything I could to change my story and feel worthy. I knew this was my moment. I either tackle the situation, put myself first for the first time in my life, and find a way to feel worthy, or I remain stuck in my life and continue to struggle with the maladaptive and destructive emotions for the rest of my life. I remembered all my skills from when I learned from decades of competitive running. I knew how to focus on the task at hand and push all our thoughts aside. I was going to use that. I kept telling myself I am worthy to receive love and help. I kept repeating this statement every time I doubted myself, which was pretty much every second. I kept pushing through and kept putting myself first. Then, before the last coherent ceiling, I asked myself the big question: am I really ready to put my past behind me? Am I ready to embrace life with no more excuses? I thought of all the times I struggled in my life, the really dark times, the times when life was too much to endure anymore. I thought of all the darkest, most alone moments I endured, And then I thought of the excuses I could no longer use, the self destructive behaviors I'd have to give up. And then I realized it was time. I was ready to let go, and I was ready to do something new. For the final coherence healing, I was alone. And in this moment of aloneness, I had never felt more worthy. And I had never felt so connected to the people who I had connected with. It was a very new and strange emotion, and it came without any of the old thoughts or emotions. I had heard a voice, and it said, "It's supposed to be this way. Trust." How was I to argue with this voice? So I laid down and closed my eyes and trusted. I did not want to be alone, but I trusted the voice. I accepted that it was supposed to be this way, and in this trust, after I had let all expectations and ideas of how it was supposed to be go, I learned this is what it means to surrender. In that moment, I knew to let go of all my expectations in order for something new to appear. I had to trust that no matter what happened, I was safe. Then, after I had let all expectations go, I heard, "Kathy, Kathy." And in that moment, my heart smiled, and I understood that I had to trust first. It was a powerful experience and not one I will ever forget. So many lessons were learned, and I know it'll take time to process it all, and that's okay. I now realize that I am free from my past, and this is what I've been striving for such a long time. But now I'm not really sure what I want to do. I'm not even sure what I like. I realize that I've been surviving for so long, I don't know how to live. And I need to learn. Okay, now it's time for me to give you a little bit of guidance. I am so proud of you. You have demonstrated courage and resilience while struggling and fighting to get what you deserve. God helps those who help themselves. And you did just that. You helped yourself by listening to me, your heart. You will learn what we want. You will learn what's in your heart. I am right here with you always. When you get frustrated and confused, remember, I am right here, always. So just close your eyes, slow down your breath, just breathe in and out slowly and with purpose. Then, when your mind is quiet and your inner world is more real than the outer world, focus all of your attention on me, your heart, and ask your question, and then go back to breathing while you wait. Be patient and know you possess all the power to create whatever your heart desires. And since I know your heart pretty well, it's going to be beautiful. The most powerful shift came to me when I stopped pursuing the why. For so long, I thought I needed to know why so many negative things out of my control happened to me. I thought knowing the why would help me make sense and give me purpose to tame my chaotic world. In my mind, I thought if I knew why, then I could let go and heal. This is just another manipulation my mind used to deceive me into keeping me stuck in the past, repeating old patterns and fearful of change. Our minds are so powerful, and without understanding, we wander aimlessly through our lives waiting for the next thing to happen. To harness the power of our minds, we need to become fearless and intimately aware of our patterns and beliefs in order to decide for ourselves which ones serve us and which ones enslave us. We are truly powerful beings and have the potential to be amazing. Go forth and be brave. Create a beautiful world. There are so many people I am truly grateful being in my life. Know that I cherish your love and support. Each of you have contributed to the love that continues to grow in my heart. You are so very special to me. You will always remain in my heart, and I will carry your love and lessons with me as I share it with those in my life. We are all a part of the world, of the whole, and I promise to do my part to make our world beautiful. I will not squander your gifts as I continue to learn and grow. We choose how we live our life. Whether we focus on pain and betrayal or love and healing. I choose to live without fear and to live with all my heart. I choose to accept that all this world has to offer and to do so with courage and humility and grace. This is my promise to you.
Not everyone will understand you, but the right ones will love and stand beside you. Not every dream is meant to come true, but the lessons you have learned will always guide you. Let it out, then let it go. Life's too short. Not everything's meant to go your